Hello and welcome to the Triple Threat Wrestling Podcast. I am your co-host, Christopher Gallagher, and I'm joined by my co-host, your co-host, the co-host with the most, the captain, the skipper. It's wrestling journalist, Dylan Gillespie. Dylan, how is it? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Doing good. I heard you had some minor surgery recently.
Yeah.
How did that go? Yeah, sure way. You know, just like all these WWE guys, you have a little bit of surgery, takes you time to get back.
Yeah.
Takes you time to get back into it. Just speak into the microphone. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, listen to those dulcet tones. Terrific. So you had a little bit of surgery, but you're good. You're on the recovery. You're on the mend.
I'm fine now.
You feeling better? Yeah. You're looking terrific. You're wearing some Star Wars pajamas.
Yeah.
Of course. How are they? Who's your favourite Star Wars character?
Yoda. No, Chewbacca.
Chewbacca?
Chewbacca, yeah.
If Chewbacca was a wrestler, where would he fit into the WWE world? What position would he be in? Would he be top card, mid card? Would he be a jobber? Talk me through it.
I would like him to be top card, but they put him in the Wyatt family.
Would he be in the Wyatt family? Of course, because of course they are a bit weird and hairy.
Mm.
Do you think I could be in the Wyatt family?
You've got a good enough beard.
Yeah, I'm a bit weird and I'm a bit hairy. So
Yeah.
that's
You
absolutely.
need to have a beard to be in the Wyatt family. That's the code.
Is
you
that-
need a beard.
That's the code.
Yeah.
Do you think that you'll be wearing? You'll grow a beard when you're older, just to participate in the Wyatt family?
No, I'm not going to be a jobber.
No, you're not, of course. You call me a jobber.
No. I'm saying Bray Wyatt's a jobber.
Are we going to feud? Is this a podcast
No,
where we're going to feud?
No,
Okay.
I'm not.
Both faces?
Yeah.
Okay, both faces. Love it. So we're at WrestleMania weekend.
Sometimes in my face, sometimes I don't.
Sometimes I'm a heel.
Yeah.
I have to admit that, but what can you do? So we're at WrestleMania weekend, so we can talk about WrestleMania, we can talk about the Hall of Fame, we can talk about what your thoughts are on people going into the Hall of Fame. Excuse me. But just talk us through what you've been watching
Well,
in wrestling recently that you've enjoyed.
I've been watching the. I've liked what they've done with the Strowman thing, but I've also not liked it
Okay.
at the same time because of what they've done with the tag division. Because it's not much of a tag division if you're just having Braun Strowman.
Yes.
But there's someone they need to push in that tag team division, and that's Braun Strowman.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Why should they push Braun Strowman?
Because just because he's not Braun Strowman does mean he can't be pushed.
Right.
We need to have a penchant for that. Push Braun Strowman.
Okay, shall we make a hashtag?
Yep.
Hashtag push Braun Strowman.
Do you have Twitter?
Yes.
Right, we're going to put that on Twitter. Hashtag
Push
Braun
Braun
Strowman.
I will put that on later this afternoon and I'll screenshot it to you and send it to you to let you know that is exactly what's happening on social media.
Yeah.
Okay, hashtag push Braun Strowman. To our listeners listening, do it. So push Braun Strowman. What else have you been watching that's impressed you? Is there any? What about the mixed stuff on Facebook and stuff?
I've watched a wee bit of it. I knew it was predictable really with Oscar being in it, so I just stopped anyway.
Yeah, Oscar and Miz
Yeah.
were tagging in. Who else was tagging? Braun Strowman
And Alexa Bliss. I liked them though. I watched some of their wee stuff.
I thought their stuff was good.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed that.
Who else was in? Who else was
You
tagging?
had Rusev and Lana,
Okay.
Big E and Carmella. That was a bit
Not a lot.
random.
Not a lot of chemistry there, right?
They kind of just, I didn't like it when they were just pairing couples together, like Rusev and Lana and Naomi and Jimmy Uso.
Yes.
So you need to, they have chemistry, but still.
It needs to be for a reason. You can't just fire people together.
Yeah, they work together, so
Yeah.
you need to enjoy them as well.
Exactly. That's very true.
Yeah.
Very good intake. Okay, actually, the big question. How do you feel about Daniel Bryan being back in being past fit to wrestle again?
One simple word.
One simple word.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. I agree. Yes. We'll talk about WrestleMania. Dylan? Do you think he's got a long-term future in the WWE main event?
Yes, but it could be all in. You don't know.
Could be all in what?
You know what I mean. Look up. There's a goat.
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 You the goat.
No, Daniel Bryan's the goat.
Daniel Bryan is the goat.
The goat, yeah.
Yeah, just like I'm the goat of podcasting.
for just now.
Oh, are you trying to usurp me? You try to come in and...
I'm kidding on.
Okay, I can see you. I can see you for what you are. Come and try to take my job, which you probably will, and probably do it better. That's a fact. But no, so
Face the facts.
What?
Face the facts.
Face the facts, brother!
Yep.
Why don't you... Can you cut a promo on me right now?
I don't want to embarrass you.
Oh.
Or myself.
Well, mainly me though.
Yeah, I
mainly me.
kind of accidentally buried myself when I was pretending to be Mojo Rawley.
Okay, yes, that was a bit insane, but it was good,
Yeah.
and we were all impressed. So with Daniel Bryan coming back, the reason they've let him back in?
It's because he was going to leave you.
You think so?
I thought they were going to turn him heel.
They still could. With Daniel Bryan, you think there is a chance he'll go? Because tell the listeners what All In is.
Well, if you don't know who Bullet Club are, you say, well, he's actually into wrestling.
Exactly.
Well, it's a pay-per-view.
Who's putting it on?
The Cody Rhodes, I guess.
Cody Rhodes,
The Young Bucks.
the Young Bucks, and Kenny.
Stephen Amell.
Yes.
Kenny Omega.
And just as you say, it's kind of it's almost like a Bullet Club pay-per-view.
Yeah, WWF done it, I think, a long time ago. Because they're the only company that ever do anything like that, sell 100 seats. They done it a long time ago, I think. Because
Well,
they're the only company they've done it, I think.
That's sold 100,000 seats.
Yeah.
So the Bullet Club are actually going for 15,000 seats.
Oh, right.
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
And so, do you think it could be successful?
Yeah, but they do. That is what I'm saying. They might have got Daniel if he wasn't going to be going to Mania, but since he's going to Mania now, it's still a bit of speculation that CM Punk. But that could have just... We all saw the Twitter stuff.
Yes.
But that could have just been kiddie gone.
It might have been happened. Are you talking about the CM Punk tweeting about...
Oh, being all in, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? CM Punk has a UFC match
I know.
in June.
I don't know what his contract's going to say about that.
That's his last match. But if he gets battered...
Like last time. Mikey Gall, of course. Yeah.
So from that point of view, if CM Punk was a free agent from UFC, you think there's an opportunity for him to sign for the WWF?
Yeah.
Back to the WWF, or go to the Bullet Club, or go to New Japan, or go to Ring of Honor?
If he does go to WWE, they'll repackage him.
You think?
But there's people behind the scenes that don't like CM Punk. CM Punk and Triple H didn't like each other on screen, and they didn't like each other
backstage. Yeah, but I don't think they would. I don't think they would repackage him. Otherwise, what would be the point of bringing him back? Because the heat he would get by coming back as CM Punk would.
It's WWE give us stuff, but then they go nope and give us something else.
Yeah, that's true, but it would kind of be like The Rock coming back and calling him Dwayne Johnson. They're not going to do that, are they?
No, or what was his name?
The Repo Man, Texas Tornado, Mr. Perfect,
No.
Big Boss Man, Ric Flair, Tully Blanchard,
Poofy hair.
Poofy hair,
You know how?
Lex Luger.
No, his first character, The Rock's first gimmick.
Oh, his first gimmick was
I can't remember what his name was.
Thingy Maivia.
Rocky Maivia.
See, we got it. We got there in the end.
Yeah,
we got there
Rocky
together.
Maivia, right in that mania.
He was farts. He wasn't very good at all, was he?
No.
Okay, so why don't we actually kind of look at what we've got, what's coming up in this mania? Shall we do that? Or is there anything else you want to talk about before then?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you your thoughts on. Okay, so WrestleMania this year, as always, we have a pre-show. And we have 3 matches in the pre-show. So I want to know. So the 3 matches in the pre-show are the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale or Battle Royal.
And I'm going to say, even if you're not saying it, careful how you say this other Battle Royale.
WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal.
Yeah, just say it like that.
Just say it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, don't say anything else like what could be said.
Like what?
The fabulous.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just bring the microphone a little bit closer to you. That's my man. Okay, so Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, the Magnificent Mullahs, WrestleMania Women's.
I'll take the vote for that.
Yep, Battle Royale, and also the Cruiserweight Championship match, Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. Firstly, I want to get your thoughts on the fact that the three of them are on the pre-show. You think that's right?
No. What? The Cruiserweight division, firstly, has been getting treated a lot better. No, my bother putting in the pre-show. Triple H is obviously in control now.
It's debatable.
It's rumoured that he's got backstage power now.
He's got a bit of backstage.
205 Live.
Okay, yeah.
And they've booked it more like the Cruiserweight Classic now, haven't they?
A little bit, yeah.
What's the point of putting in the pre-show then? Now, I don't think their GM, Rockstar Spud, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
There was a thing put on YouTube. I haven't watched it. I watched a tiny wee bit of it, and it was Drake Maverick emotionally announces that it's going to be in the pre-show. So either that's just because it's his first one, or else it's because it's on the pre-show.
So there's a couple of things there. The first one, so you don't think it should be on the show at all?
No, it can be in the main show. I mean,
all right. So
just
you think
don't put it in the pre-show.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I fully agree with that and endorse that comment. I think you're correct there. It should be involved. It's just having it in the pre-show, I think, is disrespectful.
Yeah.
With that match, Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. Thoughts? Because it's for the vacant WWE Cruiserweight Championship, of course.
Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be a good match.
Okay.
I don't know how the crowd are going to react to it though, because you've got matches that they want to see, and you've got matches that you kind of want to see and that you don't want to see. That's what I'm looking forward to. But are the crowd going to just want to see this and then go to all the other matches?
Yeah. Do you think it might not get the reaction that it deserves?
Yeah, it might not.
Yeah. Okay.
Because they made the exact same mistake with the Cruiserweights last year. That's probably one of the reasons. Neville walked out.
That's right, yeah. Neville, who's still under contract. Oh no, he might not be under contract, but he can't wrestle until his contract's ended, so we won't see him for a while.
No,
unless he's Braun Strowman's partner, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
What about, so the Women's Battle Royal. I think I said it right this time.
Yeah, you did.
Who do you think's going to win that?
All I'm going to say is an NXT Women's Superstar. That's all I know for that one.
That's what you think?
Maybe Ember Moon, Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross would. Yeah, these are all good names.
Any of them could win it.
Yeah. So who have you had to put money on it? Who would you put on? If your mum came in to you and said, "Here's £100, put money on someone to win the women's the women's battle royal." No. Having a wee swig there of a fruit shoot. Yeah. Other fruit shoots are available.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, I'll say who I know is not going to win first. You know Baszler's not going to win.
Okay.
Since she's the new NXT champ.
Of course.
So, I can see them putting Ember winning. I'm betting on Ember Moon to win.
Ember Moon.
Because she's just lost the belt.
Yes.
And usually, especially when it's around Mania time, if you lose a championship, it means you're going to the main roster.
That's correct. So maybe she's going to the main roster.
She's winning tonight.
Okay.
And then
pushing for the title.
Yeah.
Women's title. Interesting.
Because I don't think Koska's in it. Because if she is, then everyone else is doomed.
Everyone else is doomed.
Yeah.
The Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. We are in the fourth year?
Yeah, because
2014, we're actually in the fourth year.
Yeah.
Previous winners include, do you remember the previous winners?
Baron Corbin.
Okay, yes.
Mojo Rawley.
Correct.
Cesaro.
Yep, perfect. There's one more that you've missed out. Big Show.
Big Show, oh yeah.
Yeah, Big Show, yeah. I totally forgot that one as well.
Don't use it anyway. So.
Okay, so some of the participants, do you want to know the participants?
I know most of them, but actually best just to say it anyway.
Yeah. In fact, the participants are In fact, there's too many to call. But who do you think? Who would you like to win it?
I don't know. Could you? I'll just say I'm happy with a few guys to win it. Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
Weekend. Matt Hardy. I'm sorry for that
impression. I thought that was a very good thing. Again, one more time.
Weekend. No.
Weekend. Matt Hardy.
Maybe Breezango. But I'm scared that if they do that, they're just going to do the usual world tag teams, break them up.
Yeah. Are you a fan of Breezango?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, so here we go.
I've said Ziggler.
So Aiden Rose.
Aiden Rose?
Yes. No, here's the participants.
Oh, right.
Okay, so Aiden Rose.
Who's that?
He was part of the
NXT.
He was part of the, what do you call them? What's the tag team? Where it was the two chaps who were...
Vaudevillains.
Yes, he was part of the Vaudevillains.
Aiden English, do you mean then?
What did I say?
Aiden
No,
Rose.
I'm getting my P's and Q's mixed up. Sorry, Aiden English, of course. He's involved, as is Apollo Crews, or Apollo as we call him now. Baron Corbin, Bo Dallas, Chad Gable, Kurt Hawkins, Curtis Axel, Dash Wilder, Dolph Ziggler. Who else have we got? Elias.
He's a favourite to win, Ziggler.
I can imagine.
Dark horse. Elias as well.
Fandango, Goldust, Heath Slater, Kane?
He was on Raw. What?
Kane's in the...
That's weird because they never used him after that. They just had him.
Speak in the maker.
Oh, yeah. They just had him for against Cena, so I don't know what... Yeah, we might get to that later as well, but...
Carol Anderson's in it? As is Anderson and Gallows are both in it?
Yeah, you'd know that better if you watched the main event this week.
I've not seen main event, no.
I only watched...
Matt Hardy, Mike Kanellis is in it apparently, coming back. He's back in it. This is what I'm led to believe, my friend. Mojo Riley, Primo, R-Truth.
Yeah, he's back from injury, I think.
Yep, Rhino, Scott Dawson.
I don't know, they're just throwing all the tag teams in there.
Shelton Benjamin, Sin Cara, Titus O'Neil, Ty Dillinger, Tyler Breeze, and Zack Ryder. Remember...
Isn't not Primo? Did you see Primo?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
If they released Epico then, because he wasn't...
I think Epico has been released. Yeah.
You know, WWE are fond of whenever you more than enough release you and not your partner.
I know.
That's a bit...
That's tough. That's like when we get this big podcast promotion and we're working for them and then they release you.
Oh, when they release you?
No. Me?
Hmm.
Okay, look, I
Vince knows we you and me know too much.
That's true. So he's going to keep one of his close to his chest.
Yeah, because remember, what was it, that guy they got to roast the WWE superstars on their YouTube channel?
Who was that again?
I don't know, he's bald. He had a beard.
Bowed? Is it Bowed?
No. Jeff something, I think.
Oh yeah, I can't remember the chap's name,
know
but
who I'm talking
yeah,
about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He's about to do one to Triple H or something, and then all of a sudden someone comes behind him, whacks him with a steel chair.
Yeah.
On his back. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. It's very funny, very good. Okay, so interesting. So who are you choosing for that? Did we get a choice from?
Who could win?
I'm going to go with Aiden English. You know
Aiden English.
Yeah.
Bit
Bit left field, bit out of nowhere.
I know, dark horse. Like Ziggler, I think maybe either Dolph Ziggler or Matt Hardy, one of them.
Woken.
Now you might know, do you know about Ziggler's contract? They've done it a sweetheart deal.
So what's the sweetheart deal? Tell the listeners.
Well, Ziggler's allowed to do whatever he wants now, basically. He can leave the show after his match. He can go around. I think he's getting paid a bit more now.
Oh really?
I know he's getting a lot more done now. Yeah, it's a better contract. He's got a longer deal as well. And he can leave right after that. I don't know, but he's got stuff that he never used to be allowed to do. So he's got a better contract.
What do you want to see happen with Dolph Ziggler? Like, where do you think Dolph Ziggler should be, or where do you think he should go?
I don't know.
Do you think Dolph Ziggler should, for example, do you think Dolph Ziggler should be getting an opportunity at the title?
Yeah, I think he should. But maybe better as a face. Because, like, some guys are better as heels, but I think Dolph Ziggler's someone that you better use as a face.
That's interesting. Let me ask you this. Do you think Daniel Bryan's better as a face or a heel?
Well, face as well. Because, like, Daniel became a face because of the crowd anyway, so they're not going to have him turn heel, are they?
Let's start with the first match that I want to talk about. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Yeah, so wait, did you say who you thought was going to win for that battle? Yeah, English.
Oh, for the battle, yeah. But by the way,
who were you thinking for the women's one?
For the women's, it's an interesting one. Nikki Cross would be terrific. I have to say, I'd really like that quite a bit.
And I think Alexander's winning.
Cedric, yes, I fully agree. Yep. Yes, we agree on that. So that'll be interesting. So that's our 3 winners. What we'll do is we'll tally up our winners, and then we can see where we are in the next couple of weeks when we do a record again. So first match I want to talk about, because I've got some thoughts on it. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Kevin Steen and El Generico.
If they use those gimmicks.
Tag team match. If Owens and Zayn win, they will be rehired to SmackDown. Here's my thoughts, young man. I think someone from Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon is going to turn heel on the other one.
That's what I was about to say. Shane.
Daniel Bryan.
Why would they do that? Oh, I don't know.
Daniel Bryan works best in the WWE as a heel. The whole yes movement was down to him demanding he gets his opportunity.
Yeah, I guess actually, and that's
kind of heelish.
Yeah, I guess.
Kind of heelish.
You're saying he's been a heel the whole time?
No. I'm just going to say. What I'm saying is he's going to do this thing. I think where he's basically going to help Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens win, and then he's going to cut a promo where he basically says, "I am the WWE, and what I says goes, and I want a shot at the title."
We should have got a fantasy booking warfare of it.
What further from there?
Yeah.
Okay, talk me through how you would book that.
I'll book it as Shane McMahon. No, I'll do Daniel and maybe a Shane McMahon. I don't know.
Okay, go on.
Right. Shane's getting beat up.
Okay.
It takes him down, and you know, like, remember the Randy Orton Seth Rollins thing when Rollins had just joined and they were in a tag match and Orton put his hand out?
Yeah.
And then he just stopped it right when Rollins was about to tag him.
Yeah.
That'll be what happens.
And then he dropped down onto the...
That'll be what happens.
Right. So Daniel's the obviously the baby face who's getting beat up, taking a doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking for the hot tag. Maybe makes a little bit of space, goes for the hot tag. Shane's hands out. Daniel goes to tag him, and Shane pulls his hand away and then turns heel. Interesting.
What I'd heard was it might be like a corporation
authority
thing versus Daniel Bryan, like they done with Triple H versus Daniel.
Interesting. I disagree with you.
That's right. So how would you do it then?
What I think will happen is, I think that Daniel will turn on Shane. Daniel will then beat Shane up, put him in. There's so many moves that have so many moves they could put him in, but I think he's going to basically rough him up for Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, and then they beat them, and the three of them stand in the middle of the ring, and we start a new chapter for SmackDown.
Well, Shane's leaving anyway, because I don't know if you watched it. See that week when the last week he was in before he got put in hospital?
Yeah.
He said he was stepping down.
Or
what else?
He says he's stepping down and he wants to step down, but then that leaves Daniel Bryan to run roughshod over SmackDown, so Daniel
might be stepping down. It's rumoured that. I heard, like, and do you know who the main rumour actually is to be?
Who? Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, that was what I was about to say. Hulk Hogan is meant to be, if it is true that Daniel's stepping down just so he can be a singles competitor again, Hogan's meant to be the GM of SmackDown.
How do you feel about that?
So, people have accepted Hogan now, but some people, like, you've got like the New Day. Would it be happy with their boss being
A racist?
a white guy?
A racist?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
Now, when I said a white guy, if there's anyone listening, they didn't hear that the right way. All I mean by that is Hogan said some bad things about black people, so...
He's a racist.
Yeah.
He's a racist. He's a horrible
He's a
racist, and he shouldn't be anywhere near television. He shouldn't be influencing the youth.
He apologised, but it was while he was in a sex tape that he said these bad stuff.
Yeah. There's a difference between retribution in terms of someone having the opportunity to make right on what they've done wrong, and I don't think he is sorry. And so if he's not sorry, then he shouldn't be on the telly.
Right, I'll just need to make sure I was allowed to say that stuff.
Of course, that's all fine. That's all fine. I'll keep you right. I'm a social justice warrior, my friend. Okay, so we'll come back to that at some point because it'll be interesting to see how that develops. Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Give me your brief thoughts on this match overall.
Ronda and Kurt are winning. I'll say that first.
Okay, nice. Straight to the point. Straight off the bat.
I've liked the way they've done it, but I'm worried. Like right after it, like I see Alexa Bliss win. That was like Alexa Bliss is gonna win, and then like the night after she's cutting a promo, then Ronda just comes out, and then because she beat Stephanie and Triple H, they just immediately put her in the Raw Women's Championships.
Do you think that's fair?
No.
No, after one match.
After one match, because it's her first match, and you've seen what she done to Absolution as well. Oh gosh.
You're not happy with that either?
No, I'm not. I like her, but they've treated her as a bit of a person who just takes out anyone. Did you see what had happened with Dana Brooke and Ronda Rousey after they went off?
No, talk me through it.
Right, she was cutting a promo. She's getting there, the promos.
Getting there. Time. Takes time.
I'll tell you about that later. She came out, she said, "Oh, what's up, Houston?" Before she can say another thing, Dana comes out and she's like, "I don't agree with the way you've done this." And she's like, "I can't wait until Stephanie beats you at Mania and makes you her property." And do you know that way Dana goes to slap her? No, she says something then Rousey says, "I would like to see you try." I think that's what she said. Dana goes to slap, she catches it, but that martial arts way. Yeah. She tries to move, she can't. That really stupid thing when they can't move. Oh, I don't know. Then she just throws Dana out the ring. Then she just has her arm and then just takes her down. Like the way you see it with Joey Ryan and Hangman Page. I'm not going to go into that.
No, let's not go there, my friend.
That's what I mean. That's like that, but with her arm instead. And like then she rolls all the way out the ring. But I'm like, that's not solid enough to make her roll at the ring.
Do you think that maybe we could see Dana Brooke interfering in this match?
No.
No?
No. She's part of the Titus Worldwide. So I don't even know why would they... They had her with Charlotte on Raw and they didn't really do anything for her, did it?
No, not really.
She was in job out every week.
Do you think Triple H will just be like, "It's great to have you here, Ronda and Kurt. It's been terrific. We're happy you're bringing in, but you're going to job to me and Stephanie, so
yeah, you need to try and get them to play down."
Basically.
At Mania.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened at Elimination Chamber, wasn't it? Triple H and Stephanie were all nice, and then Kurt said the reason they've brought them in.
Yeah, but it's because they're big.
They wanted to get her back for what happened.
Yeah. This is a match. 3 Manias in the making. 2 Manias in the making.
Yeah, because they didn't do anything with it last year.
Was that a missed opportunity, you think, last year, or?
Yes.
Well, I guess she was still
anyway, because they were still going to have it.
She was still under contract, wasn't she?
But
so you're seeing a Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey victory.
Mm-hmm.
I myself am seeing a disqualification.
What do you mean?
I think that Triple H and Stephanie will win by disqualification. I don't quite know what's going to happen though. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm quite intrigued. I don't see how this one's going to fall.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So next one we have the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, who I think are terrific at the moment.
I love the Usos.
I think they're doing some terrific work. Versus the New Day, versus the Bludgeon Brothers. Thoughts on the Bludgeon?
You go first this time.
Oh, okay, lovely. Okay, my thoughts. I think the Usos are producing some of the best matches of their career.
Yeah.
I like their gimmick. I like how they're coming across. I like their look. The New Day are, quite frankly, one of the most entertaining tag teams of all time, no doubt about it. Depending on what your your lineup, obviously Big E, Kofi, and Xavier. Just depends who's kind of in there. They technically have the sort of freebird rule with that, so that anyone can kind of join in. My preferred team
to win. Do you mean?
No, out of Big E, Kofi, and Xavier Woods. Who would your preferred to be?
Out of the two of them.
Aye, if you had to pick two out of the three.
I like the Usos better.
No, if you had to pick.
Out of all three members of the New Day.
Yes.
Oh Jesus,
Xavier Woods, Big E, or Kofi.
What do you mean? Well, yeah, Xavier would be my favourite one.
Yeah, but if you had to pick two of them to wrestle in a match and have one drop out.
Well, actually, it'd be Big E and Kofi, and Xavier's good as a manager.
Okay, sure. Bludgeon Brothers, they've got a good look. I think they're decent workers. I quite like Luke Harper as a worker. I think he could potentially move on from this. Rowan's fine as well. There's nothing negative about him at all. It's just it doesn't capture my imagination.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Bludgeon Brothers?
I like them, but I was worried. See the way they brought them in with the Emmalina.
Yeah.
You could have thought it'd be like that with the promos, and immediately just turn back to being Harper and Rowan. They brought them in and they had them destroy everyone.
Destroy.
The Usos wouldn't go down like that. Go to the Bludgeon Brothers.
No.
I feel like, and I know you probably aren't going to agree with this.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm saying
we're all about opinions, sir.
The Bludgeon Brothers winning.
Oh, so new tag team champions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why do you say that? That's interesting.
I don't think they're going to build them up the way they have to just then have them lose.
That's a good point.
Mania.
What do you see for the Usos moving forward? Because, and I'll tell you why. I really like them, as I mentioned in my opening sort of gambit with this match. I feel like they've done everything.
Mm-hmm. Just put them in Raw. That will help.
What about put them in a faction?
Yeah. Now, if they have like a heel turn for someone, maybe like Cena or AJ, that would be cool. AJ could be like a leader. He could make his own version of Bullet Club.
Yeah.
In WWE and have guys like the Usos.
See, I think that's an excellent point. What WWE, in my opinion, need to do is develop their own version of the Bullet Club. Don't call it the something club, or don't call
nothing like that.
Make it your own thing. Have them look really cool and have a bunch of young guys, kind of like Nexus, except
then just have them lose to an all-star team when they're meant to win. When it's 2-on-1 and you take them down, and then all of a sudden Cena just comes back and beats them.
Super Cena, as always. I would develop a nice little faction. Could Paul Heyman be involved? Could we bring back the Dangerous Alliance? Do you know who the Dangerous Alliance were?
No.
So the Dangerous Alliance, let me give you a little bit of history, my friend. The Dangerous Alliance were Paul Heyman's faction.
ECW guys?
No, this was in WCW. It was Ravishing Rick Rude. It was Stone Cold Austin. It was Stunning Steve Austin and Brian Pillman as the Hollywood Blondes.
I heard of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard of it. The Dangerous Team.
Yes, and also it was, who else was in it? There was like 2 or 3 other really unbelievable technicians. No, in fact, it was. Fact is, what we should do is if you were let me talk you through this. Talk me through a faction that could involve the Usos if you were to make one up. A fantasy booking here.
I've watched stuff on YouTube. It's like the video game 2K18, and it has like the Usos in a team, I'm not going to say what the team's called. And it's like led by Cena, and they've got like chains on and everything, like Doctor Thugonomics.
Yeah.
Like they could have something like that with Jimmy and Jay, but like I don't know if you would have the Usos as a leader. Yeah, you would have the Usos as a leader. But they would get. You could have like heel turns, or else you could just have superstars like that. Superstars have like the same personality.
Yeah.
Or stuff that would fit with their gimmick.
So the Dangerous Alliance was Paul Heyman, Arn Anderson, Bobby Eaton, Larry Zbyszko, Medusa, who was obviously what was her name in WWE? Alundra Blaze. Michael Hayes, Steve Austin, and Rick Rude. He was stunning Steve Austin.
Yeah, because remember at Heyman unmasked Rick Rude?
That's right. Yeah, it's insane. So I mean, I'm just trying to think who could be. There's so many options.
Was Sensational Sherry involved, or am I thinking of somebody just looked like her who was in the ring at the time?
What about Bobby Roode starting a faction with the Usos and also with who else could we have? This is fun. I don't know. There's so many options.
Sammy if they lose.
Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Bobby Roode, and the Usos. And what would we call them?
Now, since it sounds like the Usos aren't really annoyed with the WWE, but you can have like guys that are not happy with the way they're doing that.
Perfect.
And
Love
if
it.
you're doing it like that, there's one other guy you need to bring in.
Who?
Dolph Ziggler.
Of course. The dastardly guys.
You'd be like, yeah, but what they could do with Ziggler is they could turn him face, but he could be like a guy powering it behind the scenes.
Of course, and then he could be unleashed as the third man at some point.
Well, yeah, okay. yeah.
And that sort of angle. Interesting. Good. Well, we come back to again something we can come back to. We can think about who we think could be. What the faction could be. So number 10 for the tag team titles from Raw. The Raw Tag Team Championships. This is an interesting one. This is very, very interesting. So the Bar, Cesaro and Sheamus, who are obviously the current champions, versus Braun Strowman and at this point an unknown partner. Right. Thoughts? What do you think?
I don't know. I like it better when it's someone that's not already in the business.
Okay.
Like, it's fine if it's an injured superstar, maybe, but like everyone's like, oh, it could be like allies and everything, but that's not the way you would like it, is it? Like, it's a superstar that's currently active already. You would like it to be someone that you don't really know enough, who's not done too much.
Someone
who's quite big already. Anyway.
Okay, couple of things. Right. Here we go. I'm going to throw some names out, and I want your thoughts.
I know some of the names already.
Maybe I'm going to go different. Okay, so Cesaro and Sheamus, Braun Strowman comes out, and Cesaro goes, "Okay, fella, who's your partner? Tell me who your partner is." Wait, is that not bad? Is that rubbish? Is that rubbish impression?
No, it's sorry.
Okay, fella, tell me who your partner. I'm Sheamus. I support Liverpool. And then whose music hits?
Bro, no.
So Braun Strowman's in the ring. And then all of a sudden, dun, 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 dun. Oh, my time is up. My time is now.
John Cena.
You can't see me. My time is now.
Cena and Strowman.
And they become the tag champions. And that's a good way of booking John Cena at WrestleMania. It's a good way of getting Braun Strowman over even more because he's with John Cena. Then 2-3 months down the line,
Cena turns on him.
It's good that you've got this as an angle that could work for quite a while. Now, do we think that could happen?
I don't know.
Would you like that to happen? You'd imagine that Cena's going to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
There's no question.
That's something we'll need to talk about.
What?
Well, we should focus on the Strowman bits now and then.
Okay, then we'll talk about that. Other thoughts about who the tag partner could be?
I don't know. You can say some of your names first, then I'll say some names.
Okay, a couple other names. Could it be The Rock?
Maybe.
Could it be The
He's
Rock?
rumoured to be at Mania anyway.
Could it be Dean Ambrose? A returning Dean Ambrose?
He never split up from Rollins though, did he?
Yeah, but Rollins has got other business now, doesn't he?
Yeah, and they might be yanked about Jason Jordan.
Yeah, could it be? I mean, there's so many names. But you talk me through who you think. How this is going to go down.
I've got a few names.
Oh, I'm excited.
My first name is Big Cass.
Big. Oh, okay. Big. Oh, right. Lovely.
I'm going to keep the last one. I one that I'd really the two last ones that I'd really like to see are going to be ones kept till the end.
Okay.
Rey Mysterio, perhaps.
Booyaka 619.
Yeah, it's most rumoured.
Yeah, okay.
That's the only reason I'm doing it.
Okay.
Elias is rumoured.
Okay, Elias.
Same with Kurt Hawkins. He could be doing it.
Because they've had some back and forth. Yeah. That could work potentially.
Pick Me Braun t-shirt and then just throw him through the wall.
Yeah, that could be a fun sort of thing. Although if you're building him up to be a monster,
why have him by jobber?
Yeah.
But that's actually so. I'll get back to. I have some other guys, but something I actually need to say. Is Hawkins' losing streak actually right? Because remember we went to see SmackDown with my dad.
No, we did. Yeah.
Hawkins won at SmackDown. He defeated Apollo Crews.
Did he?
Yeah. Remember, you and me went to the toilet. You heard Hawkins' music. Crews had went for a crossbody. Hawkins had reversed it into a pin. 1, 2.
Okay. Right. So they've got their facts. Should I tweet WWE and tell them?
Yeah, I guess.
I'll
you can say that, but Hawkins won.
I'll tweet WWE.
In Glasgow.
In Glasgow. Okay, I'll do that. Don't worry about that. Good work.
I think that every time they say it, Hawkins won.
Well, there we go. So that's cool. Who's your other two names? Tell me.
Samoa.
Oh, Joe. That. Oh, hello, Samoa Joe.
Well, actually, there's got two more.
Okay.
But, the last one that I say is one I really would like to see.
Okay, Samoa.
Neville. Oh wait, no. If you want to say something about the Joe one.
No. I think Joe's terrific. Joe should have a WrestleMania moment, and he should. Yeah, to win a title at WrestleMania would be terrific, and I love Joe.
There's plans for Joe after Mania to be in a feud with Reigns, so I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Who's your other guesses?
Neville,
a returning Neville.
And my last pick is one you might have already heard about this.
Okay.
It was rumoured, but then it kind of went away when Mysterio was rumoured. I know you don't like this guy. Do you know what I mean?
I know. I'm excited though.
Bobby Lashley is rumoured.
That's who it's going to be. Oh, I've just realised that's
Braun Strowman's partner.
It's going to be Bobby Lashley, isn't it? Ugh.
Lashley's rumoured to be Strowman's partner.
Or does Lashley turn up on Raw?
Braun Strowman could come back. They've already listened to us. They've already listened to us.
Hashtag push Braun Strowman.
They've listened. We've done it already, fans.
We've done it already, fans. Braun Strowman. Okay, that's interesting. We'll obviously we'll figure out.
It's also on the Big Show. But
yeah, that's a big show. Boom, 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 boom. Lovely.
Yeah, so Lashley's rumoured.
Lashley die. Probably will be Lashley. That's quite annoying. Okay, so the SmackDown Women's Championship. We've got 2 Women's Championship matches, of course. Yeah. We'll start with the SmackDown one. Probably the match I'm looking for. One of the matches I'm looking forward to the most.
But quite predictable though.
Okay, why is it predictable? Well, let's talk about the match first. Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. Who's winning?
Asuka.
You think a Flair's going to drop a world title at the end of year show?
Yeah, it's Asuka. Charlotte's not our daddy.
Charlotte is not our daddy. So you think Asuka will finally be defeated?
No, I think Asuka's win.
Oh, sorry, you think Asuka will win? Okay, that's really interesting. Why? Do you think it's time for her to get her push?
Well,
this is not a push. This is her getting the title, of course.
Yeah, there's no reason not to now because they've made everyone else look weak, really weak. And then having her win in the Rumble, the mixed match challenge, and then she doesn't even win WrestleMania. What's the point?
Do you want your face coming out of your biggest show of the year with the title? Is that what you want as a booker, as a fan?
Because I don't really I like Asuka, but it's kinda making me not like her a wee bit. I know a lot of people have had some stuff to say about that.
Okay.
Some people like her, some people don't like her because of the streak.
Well, that's not her fault, is it, really?
No.
She can't help it if she's that good and she's that talented.
But still. Could she not?
I like her.
Yeah, I like her, but... no, I don't know.
Charlotte Flair should be on Raw.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair should be the other champion. And this match, it should be Charlotte Flair versus the Boss.
Sasha Banks?
And it should be Asuka challenging Bayley. That's the way I would have booked it. I would have had Charlotte Flair and what do you call her? Sasha Banks fighting out for the Raw Championship, or potentially have that match and the other match being Bayley versus Sasha.
That's what it should be doing.
That's what they should be doing, and that's why I'm a little bit disappointed.
That's what I'm saying. One of them will eliminate the other in the Battle Royale, and then they'll just come back.
Yeah.
And eliminate the other.
Exactly, that's what's going to happen. The Raw Women's Championship match is Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Thoughts on Alexa Bliss as a wrestler overall?
She's brilliant.
You like her?
Yeah, I like her.
You fancy her?
No.
She's gorgeous, but she is, but
Buddy Murphy might be listening to this.
Okay. Of course, I apologise. I don't want him bashing me in, to be fair. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Thoughts on who's going to win?
It's actually hard.
It's a tough one, right?
Because
anytime you're ready.
That's actually really...
Shall I give my thoughts and opinions on
Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I can see Alexa Bliss retaining. Yeah, I think it should be... I like Nia Jax. I think she's a good wrestler. I think they kind of I think she's still a little bit green. They put her into the main event too quickly, in my opinion. But she's done well. She's coped better with it, shall we say?
But I don't want Alexa to win though, but she's gonna... You might not view this as the same kind of rivalry, but remember Triple H versus Booker T.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, it's not racism in this one, it's fat shaming in this one.
Yeah, which is bad, which is very bad.
They've done it for Twitter as well. They've made Alexa tweet things on that as well.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be like Alexa hits the DT, she'll be down for ages, and then she'll pin Jax cleanly. Well, Mickey will interfere, but it'll be the first one. The first DT and pinner, it'll be the way they do it, Mania.
Disappointed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be the way they'll do it.
Fatal 4-way match for the WWE United States Championship.
You need to say your stuff about the Alexa and Nia Jax stuff, though.
Okay, Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. I think Alexa will retain.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly happy with how this has been booked. As I say, I like Nia Jax. I think she's a talent. I think they've put her in too quickly, too early. She's still a little bit green. Sometimes they put people in and they don't give them the time to develop.
Emma. I liked Emma and I wanted her to win at No Mercy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and then they had her. She came so close, and then she had one last pay-per-view. She lost to Asuka, then she lost again the next night, and then got released.
Yeah, which was unfair.
Bad.
In my opinion, my thoughts. So essentially, I think that Alexa will retain. I'll give you my thoughts on the next match, and then we'll come to yourself.
Yeah.
Fatal 4-way for the WWE United States Championship. Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev. A couple of points on each of the competitors. Randy Orton he's a Hall of Famer. There's no question. I like him more than a lot of people like him. People call him boring. I quite like him. I think he's a technically one of the most proficiently technical wrestlers there is. Should always be heel.
Dark heels.
Yeah.
One of the best finishes ever.
Yes, exactly. Bobby Roode, I think, is just an absolutely tremendous performer. He's a throwback.
He needs to go back to being a heel.
He's a throwback to the days of the NWA.
Yeah, and there's some other guys that we should talk about later that might be coming to WWE.
Yeah,
that are familiar with Bobby Roode.
Of course, yeah.
I don't know if you know about this or not.
Is this from TakeOver last night?
No, from TNA.
Who's coming over?
I don't know if he's left or not, but it's he was
James Storm?
Yeah.
James Storm is wrestling for ICW in July.
So I don't
Insane.
know then. But
Yeah.
he was at Raw apparently.
Yep. Just tap that a wee
When
bit. That's
it may not have been last week, but the week before that. James Storm's rumoured to have been backstage.
I can see why you'd want to sign James Storm. I've saw him live twice, and he's a rootin' tootin' cowboy. He's terrific. He knows how to get a crowd going. He knows how to get a crowd over, and he's very talented. Jinder Mahal, he's in the WWE just to sell tickets in India.
Yeah, that is what they're doing. It's a shame.
He's not very good, is he?
It's not his fault though, is it?
Yeah,
And the main reason is because of this isn't fair what people have said about him. Jinder's buff, we know that.
yes.
And what people have said about that isn't right. People have immediately jumped on accusations. Sure, maybe it is, and if this is true, it's a huge disappointment.
That he's on steroids.
Yeah.
I think he is.
How do we know that?
Because you can tell from his back acne.
What do you mean?
So if you take steroids, it makes your body react in different ways, and one of the ways it makes is it gives you back acne. So your back looks all bumpy and pimply, and if you look at Jinder Mahal's back, it's basically looks like he's got too big too quick.
Do you not think WWE would know or not? Because they knew about Roman Reigns before he got suspended.
I don't think WWE do. WWE have and this is me being cynical, but WWE have they need to make money.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal is a commodity that they can sell to India.
India, that's the reason the views though.
And so they'll maybe look the other way when it comes to him taking steroids. I'm not saying it's true, by the way. This is all.
It might not be.
It might not be. But I would be surprised if he wasn't.
It is the reason though fans have turned on him immediately. Or else because he didn't give him a push.
I just think it's because he's rubbish. I don't find him an engaging performer at all.
He's a bit boring on the mic.
He's boring on the mic and he's boring in the ring. Yeah. Whereas Rusev, today's Rusev Day, of course.
And, yeah, on Mania, so.
What are your thoughts? Could Rusev steal it?
That's what I'm about to say. Rusev's, in my mind, winning.
The United States Championship.
And he's meant to be bringing the tank in.
Oh, what a boy, by the way. What a boy. Oh, I'm a big fan of Rusev. I think he's terrific. I think it would be fun to have, Rusev is that sort of, again, that's kind of almost a throwback to that sort of NWA, bad guy, villain, I'm different, Rusev, crash.
But he's also loved by so many people.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, I love him.
I think he's terrific. So, to me, I think... this is a tough one. These are four really good competitors.
Happy Rusev Day, by the way.
Happy Rusev Day to everyone.
To everyone.
Yep, shake your hand there. Happy Rusev Day, of course. Who do you think's going to win then?
Rusev.
Is that who you think's going to win, or is that who you want to win?
Think and hope.
Good.
It's the merch sales.
Of course, ridiculous amount of merch sales. Again, we've got some really. I'm really looking forward to tonight. We get some really good matches. We've got a three-way for a triple threat, of course. Triple threat.
Wait, who are you think to win?
So the triple threat is The Miz as champion versus Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Versus Finn Balor.
I swear WWE think he's fat. He's not, but WWE... he's not, but I think WWE think his face is.
Finn Balor?
Yeah, when they have the Up Next Raw thing?
Yeah.
And it's those matches. Look at Balor's face. Look how big they've made it look.
Yeah,
they've made it look all squeezy.
Do you think they've done that on purpose?
Well, they might not have done it on purpose. I was watching stuff on YouTube, Cultaholic, and it's made it look... And it's like Balor's face.
Right, okay. Okay, I'll have a look for that. Who do you think's going to win? Balor for the title. I like the sound of that. Fergal Devitt, of course. Prince Devitt. I think we've got three really interesting competitors.
I feel like they're going to write Miz off anyway, so he can go and have time with his kid.
That's right, because he's just had him and Maurice have had a young bairn, as we say in Scotland.
Congratulations, Miz, by the way.
Sorry?
Congratulations.
I know he listens, so it's congratulations, Miz, for having a child. Finn Balor as well.
Yeah.
Finn Balor. And then would you see Seth Rollins and Finn Balor having some sort of feud for the Intercontinental title over the next couple of weeks?
Yes. One of them will turn heel.
Yes.
Balor.
You'd hope.
I thought they'd turned him heel with Gallagher and Anderson, but no.
With the Bullet Club stuff.
Too sweet me, bro.
1, 2, sweet. Okay, we got 2 more matches and then we'll be wrapping up.
Yeah.
If that's cool. Probably potentially match of the night. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. How excited are you for this one?
Very. I'm really looking forward to this.
Why are you looking forward to it so much? Is it both the competitors?
Yeah.
It's their styles as well, isn't it?
Yeah, the kicks, the punches. It's punches versus kicks basically in this match.
Yes, it very much is. They had a match at Wrestle Kingdom about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was, Dylan, it was phenomenal.
Pun intended.
Pun intended, of course. Oh yes, very good. You're too smart for me. What I'll do is I'll send you the Wrestle Kingdom link, and you can have a look and tell me what you think, because it's very good. Who wins this? Are we pulling the trigger on Nakamura?
Yeah, I think they will. I think Nakamura's win.
Yeah, good.
I wouldn't be bothered though. I want Shinsuke to win, but I'm also want AJ to win. I'm not bothered whoever wins.
Yeah, I love both these guys. Hopefully at the end of the match they shake each other's hand and they walk off.
Or what WWE could do.
Okay, I'm excited.
Is bring back AJ Styles as a heel. AJ Styles is good as a face, but when he was a heel on SmackDown, it was awesome.
I love AJ should always be a heel.
Is it too soon though? Is it too soon though after they brought him back? Well, when was it? Sundown Face? When the latest draft, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been quite a while, hasn't it?
So I guess they could turn him heel, but they don't want the fans to go.
They've got the option for that though. That's the good thing because he's been a face for so long. They could pull the trigger on him being heel.
I like AJ Styles being a heel though. That was awesome.
Yeah, me too. And now to the kind of, I'm guessing what will be the main event.
Boo Mania.
Boo Mania.
Musical.
Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. I'll probably be watching this about 4:30 in the morning tonight, falling asleep. What are your thoughts on this particular match, young man?
Roman Reigns versus a sellout, really.
Oof, very angry. Why is a sellout?
Well, he shows up hardly. He's paid more than anyone. He doesn't deserve the belt, and he's going to UFC anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much the definition of a sellout, to be fair.
Check it in the dictionary and you'll see Brock Lesnar's face.
If you look for sellout in the dictionary, you see a picture of Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
That's true. If you look at handsome in the dictionary, you see a picture of myself.
Or me.
Well, mainly me. If you look at cool in the dictionary, you'll see a picture of yourself, though. Yeah, Reigns is winning this, isn't he? Yeah, Reigns is definitely. What do you think the reaction will be when Reigns wins?
Boo. Does he deserve it though?
Oh, okay. Does he deserve it?
I don't mean the belt, I mean the booze.
Okay, does he deserve the booze?
No.
Oh. Tell me why.
It's not his fault, is it? It's like what you said. Who was it you said earlier that the fans didn't like it? It wasn't his fault. It was Oscar, wasn't it?
Yes.
That's not her fault, and it's the same with Roman. It's not really his fault, is it? With the way Vince pushes him.
Do you think when they boo him, they're booing him personally, or they're just booing the whole idea of him being pushed?
You don't you just find a Roman Reigns match on WWE in your YouTube section, and you just find the comments. And it's mixed to those ones.
Do you like Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
What do you like about him?
I feel like they're trying to pull the trigger on the popularity, and it's working a wee bit. It worked around about the Raw 25 point when he just joined the Shield. Let's face it, the Shield was just to get Reigns hyped.
Yes.
Or else it was. But I also like maybe if Reigns didn't get sick before TLC, they might have
pulled the trigger again.
Used the Shield.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason they didn't do it, because they were afraid something else would happen and just put them off. Because they then used them for Survivor Series, but they would never team up in those matches. Before it would be like Ambrose and Rollins versus Sheamus and Cesaro every week, and it'd be Reigns versus Dallas and Axel or something like that anyway.
So essentially what you're saying though is that he doesn't deserve to get booed.
Yeah.
But when we boo, we make the management know that we're not happy, and therefore they will, well, normally they would change it, but Vince McMahon is Vince McMahon, so I find Roman Reigns boring. He doesn't do anything in the ring that I've not seen before. He's very limited in his moveset. People used to say that about John Cena. They'd say John Cena's very limited in his moveset. I've always found John Cena to be entertaining. I might not have always liked him, but he's entertaining and he wrestles well. Reigns to me doesn't always wrestle well.
Yeah.
Which is tough. I know because I know he's your best friend.
Nah. What about Lesnar then?
Lesnar's a sellout, yeah. Lesnar's in it for the money, and even if he draws money, if he puts bums on seats, to me, you should be there 365 days of the year if you're the world champion.
What I'm about to say is here: if Lesnar loses, is it going to be a screw job? Is Heyman turning on Wrestlemania for Roman Reigns?
And then Reigns turns heel.
That's one of the rumours. Heyman turns on Wrestlemania for Roman Reigns.
That would be wonderful.
That'll be the way the crowd will like him. They'll want him to turn face again. I don't know if that'll work though.
If you stick Paul Heyman with anyone, he's going to get them over with the crowd.
But remember when they did it with Ryback? With Curtis Axel? What happened to him?
Well, they cut that too short, didn't they?
Yeah. Ryback. So.
Ryback was just jobbies. I don't rate.
Sometimes he was. I liked Ryback, but.
I think he was a very dangerous worker.
What do you mean?
He was just very dangerous. Yeah, you know. Goldberg. Right, okay, we're now at the point where we've done an hour. We've done a lot of time. Is there anything else you want to finish off on?
Maybe just one last wee rumour, maybe.
Let's hit me with a rumour, my man.
If you heard that it may be The Rock interrupting Elias.
Okay, to do a rock show?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very good. Very interesting.
Like Elias is going to be talking, then all of a sudden, you might not even get to see anything, and all of a sudden, if you smell what The Rock is cooking.
Okay, listen, what we're going to do is I'm going to note down all of our predictions. I'm going to sit tonight and I'm going to watch them. I'm going to watch Mania and then I'll tick them off, and then we're going to watch Mania next week.
Yeah. I might watch it tomorrow, and then you and me can watch it again anyway.
Of course, we can highlight. And then what we'll do is in maybe the end of next week or something, we will do a podcast of our thoughts on the results.
Yeah.
Shall we do that?
Yeah.
Does that sound fun?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Great stuff. Cool, let's just wrap up. We are the Triple Threat Wrestling Podcast. You can check us out on Spreaker, spreaker.com/triple. You want to say something?
Yeah, one last thing.
Okay.
Push brainstorming.
Hashtag push brainstorm. I don't know if we need to say anything else other than hashtag push brainstorming.
Yeah.
He's Dylan Gillespie. Thanks very much for coming on, Dylan. As always, did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah.
Of course. Just hit me with a promo about who you are.
The rough and toughen Dylan Patrick Gillespie.
The rough and toughen Dylan Patrick Gillespie. I'm the hip hop and Chris Gallagher. We're the Triple Threat Wrestling Podcast, and we'll speak to you down the road.